Welcome, Laura. Thank you so much for coming. It's such fabulous to have a female investor here tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, we're few, but hopefully we'll see more in the future.
Yeah, I've definitely been doing a lot of groundwork on that. I've been promoting female investors since I've been here for 7 years. So I was wondering if you could tell me what led you to get focused and passionate on the FinTech domain.
So Thomvest actually stumbled into FinTech sort of by accident. We were actually doing due diligence for a company we were introduced to that was trying to do a Lending Club 2.0. And so through our due diligence, we sort of got very interested in Lending Club and started meeting new companies in the space. And it led us to this realization that something very exciting was happening right in front of us. Yeah. And so we realized that banks really had their hands tied, just given all the new regulations, and that FinTech companies with the blank slate of just never having done anything before actually had an advantage.
So more creativity is possible, correct?
Yeah, I think they just don't have the old IT systems and all the current accounts and production data that existing incumbents have, and so they have a lot more flexibility in what they can do.
And so is there a particular area that you are particularly fascinated or passionate about?
So I think Thomvest has really focused on lending, and this is in part just because of the way our firm is organized. We actually have a debt fund and an equity side, and so we've been able to play on both sides of the platform. So we give a lending company debt to provide loans, and then we also invest equity. So that's played out nicely for our firm.
And how many companies in your portfolio?
Well, we're focused on 3 different sectors, but in the FinTech side, I think it's about 12.
Wow, that's so cool. So tell me, do you have any funny stories about being an investor, and particularly as a woman?
Well, one time for a board meeting that was on the East Coast, I was actually calling in remotely, and so it was 6 a.m. my time, and unfortunately did not realize the camera was going to pop up right as I was dialing in, and so...
And you were in your pajamas.
In my pajamas in bed, taking the call. So.
Oh, how funny, how funny. I know that time thing always gets me, but I go for the excuse that I'm not like American, and so I don't take it into account. Oh my God, that must have been so embarrassing. We can laugh about it now though, right?
Yeah, somewhat. Still embarrassing.
So have you got an idea or a concept about the future of FinTech? Where we're going?
So I think it's actually really exciting. I think we're just about to see the major changes with a lot of bank partnerships and a lot of the innovations and companies coming to scale. I would say in the next couple of years from an investment perspective, I think it's been very hyped up and people are going to realize that FinTech works a little differently than other tech firms. And so I think there's going to be adjustment in the marketplace. You're going to see some consolidation. You're going to see some companies fall out. But I'm overall very, very excited for what's to come for FinTech.
Of course, there'll be a falling through the cracks, and the stronger ones will stay. But I just feel like there's going to be many more possibilities that we can't even see or think about just right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've yet to see the full potential of FinTech and the full potential of what can come in financial services.
And a little added bonus that I've found out of running these events is the FinTech community. The ecosystem is very good. They're very supportive of each other, much more like the old days in the Bay Area, like 7 years ago with the ordinary startups. Now they're a bit flooded with so many people, but the FinTech community really helps each other, and I found it very warm and convivial. It's great.
Yeah, I think you're dealing in such a complex space that you can't be alone. You can't figure things out yourself, and you need to learn from others. So I think it sort of promotes a very nurturing, nice environment.
Very strong sense of community. I love that. Thank you so much for coming tonight, Laura. I'm so excited about this panel. I think it'll be great.
Thank you.